Actually, Heart-Shaped Hack is about a hacker, um, and it came to me in a way that none of my books have come to me before, and that was in a dream. So I had a dream, and I woke up really early the next morning, and I thought that this dream didn't make any sense, but the message was very clear, and the message was that you should write a book about a modern day Robin Hood. And I was all set to write a completely different book, but I couldn't stop thinking about that idea. And so I wrote it down, and then I went about my day. And pretty much by the end of the next day, I had the characters' names and the location chosen, and I knew what I wanted the general premise to be about. And so it was a super fun book to write because I wasn't really thinking about doing it, and it just came to me. Heart-Shaped Hack is probably the book that's closest to On the Island as far as it's got some action, some adventure, it's got romance. It's probably a little heavier on the romance because I write both women's fiction and contemporary romance, or what I consider to be kind of a mashup of the two.
Okay.
So this one was definitely more along the lines of a romance, and it was something that it had some humor in it. It was something I hadn't really tried before as far as injecting humor into my books.
Okay.
And it was just a really, really fun book to write, and I really enjoyed kind of going through that process. And I also, for the first time, wrote in third person, which I had done a little bit of in a couple of chapters from Every Time I Think of You, but there was a reason I chose third person. And I'd always written in first, and I was frankly getting a little tired of first person. It's just, um, it's something that, especially the dual narrative first
Right.
person, which was something that wasn't done a lot back when I did it with On the Island.
Okay.
And now I see it a lot, and I use it all the time myself. So I thought it would be kind of a nice challenge to maybe try something different with this book. So that was fun for me too. I always want to learn new things when I'm writing, and so that really helped me to tackle third person, which I really ended up liking. Yes, like I said, Anne is a hacker, and Kate actually runs a nonprofit food pantry. So, and she's a former attorney that became sort of disillusioned with her profession and wanted to help people. And so, I thought it would be a fun juxtaposition to have a character who was completely not outside the law. People, I think,
Right.
automatically hear hacker and they think that they're all bad, and they're not.
Absolutely.
Ian actually owns a white hat security firm, which is the whole premise of that is that he can show other companies how they're vulnerable and fix that. But he also does his own thing whenever he feels like it, and he's very intrusive. So I thought it would be kind of fun to have this female heroine, this main character, who was, somebody who'd been an attorney and was probably more by the book than him, and then kind of put them together. And the way they meet is because he's been making these anonymous donations to her food pantry. And so she's really happy about that, but he's also hacked her, and he knows everything about her, or at least more than anybody should. And so
Right.
they don't like each other very much at first. He likes her a lot. She's not so sure.